Today is a full-on sporting Sunday here in Manila, specifically here at the Paco Arena Events and Sports Center. This is your Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. In this year, 2023, as you see, your teams have arrived here at the venue, the Philippine Army Troopers and the Ateneo Fudgee Barr Blue Eagles. And we just can't wait for this third game of a quadruple header Sunday. Once again, games today at beginning in just a bit. Philippine Army Troopers versus Ateneo Fudgee Barr, and right after that is your MKA San Beda University versus DLSU Eco Oil. So keep it here, stay tuned. Ang dami pang games na malalaro ngayong araw na to. On your screens are the Army Troopers, and these men in blue are your Ateneo Fudgee Barr. I'm Zihar Vasho, and with me is Miss Anne Remulla-Kanda. Hello, Miss Anne.
Hello. Wow, Miss Anne. But
Yes.
you know, you did say it correctly. Today is such an action-packed day. Dun pa lang sa
Yes.
mga nauna nating laro. So I'm really excited to also witness the next two matches today.
That's right. And later on, we'll be joined by our third member of our panel, Alexis Tinside. But before we get into the game specifics, let's check out our Pool A standings so far.
Well, for Pool A, it's probably going to be a chase for that second spot at the final quarter seat, because Santa Elena at this point has been very dominant, but you'll see there Perpetual, no, with a 2-1 win-loss record. Meanwhile, Ateneo and Philippine Army, of course, Ateneo fresh from their first win. Meanwhile, Philippine Army coming off their first loss, trying to get more wins in their standing. Very crucial point, because only the top two teams from Pool A will actually cross over and compete with Pool B.
Definitely a really tight pool here. Kaya every game, every set counts. Every set points also counts. So let's check out the previous game of our Army Troopers and see what they have done so far.
For that match, it was actually a match that Philippine Army had lost against the younger Perpetual team, who has actually a couple of budding superstars. And it's just, I think at this point, Army couldn't keep up, no, with the youth, with the energy, at least in that match. It lasted 3 sets only, and
Yep.
if you look at the numbers there, Z, makikita natin, no, how it really was on the side of Perpetual in that game across the different skill departments.
That's right. It might have been a straight set loss, but we'll see how these Troopers will bounce back today, especially coming from that loss. And let's focus on their leading scorer, their leading Trooper so far in Mark Enciso.
And here we did see, that earlier, probably the loss is because of some of the players already aging. And we say that still, of course, with respect. But one of
Right.
the facts, I guess, that the team has also accepted is that they would need to reinforce their lineup as well with some youth. And that's exactly what Enciso has delivered. He's been delivering the points, as we see on the screen. 6 attack points, 1 block, 1 ace. Just what the Philippine Army team needs at the moment.
That's right. On your screens, number 18, Mark Enciso, who's currently number 16 in scoring and number 3 in spiking. Let's head over to Ateneo and check out their previous match against Santa Elena Nationals.
Oh, it was also an interesting match, no? They may have lost, Ateneo may have lost that match, but to some extent, they've challenged NU in this game. But I think for Ateneo and NU, it was a different story, because Ateneo made some noise earlier. They defeated
Yes.
NU, but this time around, it was NU trying to turn things around, scoring very well, and ending that game in straight sets against Ateneo.
Pretty familiar head-to-head in that last match, but let's focus and zoom in on their super sophomore in Ken Batas.
You know, we are looking at one of the key scorers here for Ateneo. Bata scoring 14 points in that match. 10 attacks, 2 blocks, 2 aces, and you know, this opposite spiker really challenged NU's blocks relentlessly. He may have been turned back quite a number of times as we look at his numbers in that match, but continuously, you know, it's his persistence that really helped him deliver these 14 points in this match.
Definitely Ken Batas embracing his role as one of the leaders in the court. Kahit pa sophomore ba yan. But let's switch it over to our third member of our panel, Alexis Tinsay. Lex?
Zianan, what we love most about the Spiker Surf is our loyal and dedicated fan base who's been with us since game 1 of this Sunday. And we do have a poll below your stream. We'd love to interact with you via the Pilipinas Live app. And the question is, which opposite Spiker will top the scoring list today? Will it be Ateneo's Kennedy Batas or Army's Mark Enciso? And with that, don't forget to join in the conversation using the hashtag SpikerSurf2023. Don't forget to visit our page in Facebook and on Instagram. And with that, let's head on over to our venue announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our 2 national referees in charge for this match. First referee is Mr. Fernando Velarde. And our second referee is Mr. Mark Santos. Introducing the starting lineup for your Philippine Army Troopers. Let's begin with their middle blocker, number 9, Private Kevin Liberato. Outside hitter, number 13, Wewe Medina. Another outside hitter, number 14, Corporal Jaidal Abdul Majid. Middle blocker, number 16, Corporal Joel Villonson. Opposite spiker, number 18, Private Once Enciso. Center number 21, Almujib Dais. And their starting libero is number 10, Corporal Kenneth King. Their head coach is Staff Sergeant Melvin Carolino. Presenting the starters for your Ateneo Fudgee Barr. Starting with their middle blocker, number 4, Jet Gopio. Outside hitter number 5, Ken Batas. Another outside hitter number 6, Andre Taneo. Setter number 7, James Licauco. Middle blocker number 14, Cyrus de Guzman. Opposite spiker number 17, Jeric Sendon. And their starting libero is number 13, team captain Lance de Castro. Their head coach is Mr. Timmy Santo Tomas.
Well, there you have it. Your starting lineup for the Philippine Army Troopers. You got Enciso, Villonson, Abdul Majid, Medina, Liberato, Dais, and Viking as your starting libero. While over at the Ateneo Fudgee Barr, we got Sendon de Guzman, Taneo, Batas, Gopio, Licauco, and of course De Castro as their starting libero. Both teams coming from a straight set loss, and both have a 1-1 win-loss record so far. So when it comes to matches like these, and what's your mindset coming into a game?
You know, I think for the more veteran squad, Philippine Army, it would have to be getting better.
Right.
You leave behind the baggage
Right.
of losing. Meanwhile, for a younger squad like Ateneo, this is really leveraging the momentum. And we know what is at stake, right? We did talk about how only the top 2 teams per pool will actually cross over. And I guess that is why today as well, most of the matches have really lasted 4 sets because it is important for them to win.
I mean, if we take a look at the game before this one, the first set umabot ng mga 30 yung puntos. But speaking of puntos, Ateneo getting a first blood here. You got Ateneo on the service line. Good first ball. Dice goes to the middle. De Castro was not able to handle that power.
Good start so far for Philippine Army.
Villonson, one of their OG members. De Castro chases that one down out of system set. Batas pushes it over. Medina was there. Dice goes to the outside. And yes, Abdul Majid translates that into a point.
At this point, nothing fancy for Philippine Army, just really making sure that there is high efficiency in terms of their place.
Great serve. 3 straight points para sa Army Troopers. First ball being an issue here for these men in blue. Medina with that serve. Better pass there from Batas. Batas goes for the hit. Hits the ball on its way out.
And that was Enciso.
Mark Enciso, once again, our highlighted player early on during the pregame. Number 3 in spiking. Hueve Medina still on the line. To serve, almost a let serve there. Batas tries to go cross, but the wall of the Philippine Army Troopers has been very solid so far. That was a block from Villonson and Enciso.
Previously in that match against Perpetual, actually, there was only 1 block point for Philippine Army. So far, they've been starting very well here in this set.
Definitely, and that's what you want to do, especially if you're the more veteran squad here. If you can start and make as much points as you can, why not? That was Dim Guzman for that serve. Great serve. And Ciso from the right. Dug up there. A little miscue. Overpass. Ooh! And a miscue on their side of the court. Talking about Army. Free point para sa Ateneo Fudgee Barr.
You see the Ateneo players, parang buti na lang. They didn't catch that one.
A breath, a sigh of relief from these guys in blue. Enciso tries once again. The defense was there. Little push with a tool there from the blockers. Ooh, but Abdul Majid just force.
Such a strong and intense start here for Philippine Army.
Nobody was able to touch that ball. Not even the blockers, not even the floor defenders. Villonson hits that all the way out. Free point ulit para sa Ateneo Fudgee Barr. You got Jeric Sindon on your screens. Medina with that pass. Ciso goes cross court this time. Too powerful.
Quick recovery here for Philippine Army. We did talk about youth, no, and experience. Of course, easily Philippine Army would have that experience. But if we talk about endurance, then
Oh, yes.
we know already that it would be in favor of the Ateneo side. So I think the efficiency that we are seeing at the moment is something that is needed on the side of Philippine Army. But Ateneo not wanting Philippine Army to take such a big lead as well.
That's right. Ken Batas getting that point this time. First referee called it in, but the Army Troopers is now asking for a challenge, a ball-in, ball-out challenge. How are you liking the challenge system so far?
You know, I think we've seen some, actually a lot of advantages, you know, for the teams as we see that the ball is actually in. It makes it a little bit interesting, you know.
Yes,
a bit
definitely.
of suspense as well when you wait for the results, just like what had happened there.
Definitely, especially dito sa men's division, mas mabibilis talaga yung takbo ng bola. Kaya we're so fortunate to have this challenge system helping our officials and, you know, helping the level of competition to be up there.
And you know, that's also part of the team strategy, right? At what point, when do you use these challenges?
Right. Ooh, nice take there by De Castro. Easy over. Medina was there. And Ciso went for that back row hit, but pumito si first referee. May double contact violation. Another point for Ateneo. We got 6 serving 7. Isang puntos na lang. Batas. Jump serve. A little under that ball. Now that sails out. Sending us to our first technical timeout.
ZNN, a few notes for today's game. Amar Okeke has been feeling under the weather for over a week now. That is why he's not suited up for Ateneo's game today. Secondly, Ateneo will be entering the UAAP Beach Volleyball Tournament this coming Friday with Gian Salarzon and Amil Pasiño's tandem, leading them to start from the indoor to the sands. And lastly, Lutrell Taneo is suited up for today, a 20-year-old outside hitter, biology major, and scholar, ready to show his prowess in the lineup. It's exciting to see the changes on the side of the Eagles. Let's not forget to answer the Pilipinas Live app poll. Back to set 1.
All right, we are back here, set number 1, and Ateneo converting a point right away. That was Gopio from the middle.
Alexis did mention in her report that there are some changes in the lineup, but
Right.
At this point, at least we see on the side of Ateneo, they seem to have adjusted well already with
Yes.
some of the players that have that are now focusing on beach volleyball, as well as the absence of one of their top players.
Definitely. And that's one thing I wanted to mention also earlier as you brought up the idea of endurance. Talagang mas lamang on the side of Ateneo, especially that their season is coming up soon as well.
In fact, this conference, very timely for them.
Yes, definitely a help for our collegiate teams who are also present here in your Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. Good pass there. Enciso from the back. A little too low to clear the net at last sequence.
We can really see how Philippine Army is going a lot to Enciso.
Enciso, one of the star players from San Beda. Definitely a good reinforcement for the Philippine Army Troopers. Although now making his share of miscues here, giving 3 points for Ateneo. Licauco still on the line. Huehue Medina let that one go, thinking that went out, but officials and referees are calling it in. Service ace from Licauco.
You see the patience on the side of Ateneo. They were down earlier.
Yes. Medina chooses to pick that up this time, but Villonson wala sa pwesto, kaya another free point para sa Ateneo.
At this point, what's causing Philippine Army are the number of errors that they've been committing. A lot of giveaway points here para sa Ateneo.
So far, it seems like Army has that control on whether or not they get the points or they give points to Ateneo. But what a chase down here by De Guzman. Ooh. De Castro was there. Madulas lang. Medina gets that point. See that one more time. Going for them, that cross-court hit.
Really frustrating for him, being at the right position. And you see it with his reaction.
Ooh, tight pass there. Oh, but it went out. Medyo nanggigil, medyo iniwasan ng mga tao at that time ni Huehue Medina.
So even some luck here on the side of Ateneo.
Ateneo to serve. Trying to hit that corner pocket there, but a little too wide.
At this point, 3 service errors for the Army team. Ateneo with 2.
Medina, better pass there from De Castro. Goes through the middle. Enciso from the right. Gets a check. Ball still alive. A little push there. Ateneo with that pass. Licauco gives it to Batas. A little too low on that one. Dice. Enciso once again. Faster set seems to be what Enciso likes so far.
Better timing for him. Look at this lefty.
Blockers definitely late in that last sequence. Medina. Overpass again. Nobody on the side of Ateneo to answer that regalo. Tabla tayo. 13 apiece here in set number 1. Huehue Medina still on the service line.
Ooh, reception has really been a struggle here for Ateneo.
That was a good out-of-system set, but sometimes medyo mahirap talagang tsempohan yan.
It's all about timing and precision, of course.
14-13, Medina serving, make that 14 all.
He's been serving really well, challenging the receivers on the side of Ateneo.
Definitely, it seems like a high-risk, high-reward situation here for the Philippine Army Troopers. This time, De Guzman on your screens. Good pass there. Dais goes for a play, and Enciso once again getting the point. how much difference has it been with regards to comparing women's and men's volleyball when we talk about seeing plays like that? Like dati kasi parang one and done lang si men's division, di ba?
But now actually we see rather more rallies in games, or at least returns, exchanges. But so far in this game, we have yet to see one that would really thrill us all because parang nagmamadali rin both these teams in securing their points.
Yes. Gopio with that subtle push. Once again, this time Batas goes for a cross-court hit and scores. That attack will send us now to the second technical timeout.
Kailangan naming mag-double time sa training. Kailangan naming i-correct yung mga lapses namin. May natutunan kami as one of the seniors sa team. Malaki talaga yung natututunan ko kasi pag naging senior ka sa Ateneo, hindi ka lang imomold as a athlete. Imomold ka as a person. So, I think it's a privilege talaga.
That was Ken Batas with a little story. But before that, watch the Spikers Turf live in HD and on demand via Pilipinas Live. Enjoy the action anytime, anywhere, and in any device. Download and subscribe now or watch via pilipinaslive.com. Kaya guys, ako meron na akong Pilipinas Live. Miss Ann, ikaw ba?
Of course, I do.
Yes, only 149 pesos subscription a month. You can watch ito, Spikers Turf, men's division. You can also catch PVL. You can also catch basketball, football. Super sulit the previous months nung nagkaroon ng FIBA, FIFA.
Keeps you updated.
Yes.
Anytime, anywhere.
Talagang yung sports fans natin ma-enjoy. Kaya tell your friends and family to download and subscribe Pilipinas Live. 16 all dito sa set number 1. Licauco goes to Gopio, chooses a power hit this time. How important it is to have that middle and setter connection.
You know, when we talk about middle attackers, no, it's usually dapat yan kahit hindi na nag-uusap, di nagsasalit. It's all about timing. And then usually the more successful ones, no, you'll see that the setter is just really feeding the ball to the middle attacker.
Definitely.
But of course, you can only execute well if your passing or your first ball is also on point.
Definitely. That's why a lot of, I don't know if you've heard that also to our fans watching na ang service is the first line of attack. If they can get an ace agad or at least try to, you know, make your opponents give you a poor pass, chances are babalik ng mas madali yung bola to your side.
That's right. Actually, if you go for a strong serve and it forces poor reception on the other side, you break their play because they lose the chance to, you know, execute a good play on their side.
Just like that one. Let's see if Army can capitalize. Yes. Oh no, there was a block.
A single block.
A single block here. See that one more time. Medina, a Kong block by Gopio right there.
And he loved that. Why not, diba?
Why
Yun, basa
not?
and timing.
Yes. What's more important in the skill of blocking? Kasi they're saying height is might. But
you know,
what is it really?
It is an advantage, but we do see a lot of players who may not be as tall, but their timing is good and they read the attackers well and they can efficiently block. We've seen that a lot,
Oh, yes.
women's and men's alike.
I remember my former teammate, Jen Ferrer, not the tallest, And then she was saying, we were trying to compare her with Takeshita of Japan. Kasi maliit na setter lang din siya. And then, salo-salo lang din yung block.
But you know,
galing.
slowing down the ball, it helps, diba? It really helps.
Definitely, because sometimes you're not really necessarily aiming for a kill block, but you know, a good block touch works.
And even if, say, that, because the setters would block a lot.
Yes.
Kasi nandun sila sa outside hitter,
Right.
diba? So, importante talaga yung timing. Again, height is an advantage, of course.
Yes. But timing, definitely, and yung galing sa pagbasa will help tremendously as we look at that last spike. Iwas na iwas sa blockers itong si Wewe Medina, kaya mapapatawag ng timeout ang Ateneo. Let's listen in.
Okay, you'll just show yourself that you're blocking in the middle, and then you go run right after you run to James's place. Okay? Oy, ikaw, kailangan natin makapasa. At Lance, kailangan natin makapasa. Advantage tayo sa gitna, hindi natin magamit. Kasi lahat ng receive natin sobrang lalayo. Okay? Ikaw, break ball, anong gagawin? Di ba? Sabi sa'yo, naka 3-ball block, papaluin mo ng madin. Ay, nako.
Let's go. One good pass, ha?
That was head coach Temi Santo Tomas for Ateneo. In the meantime, you got Barrica suiting up to play defense in that back row. Liberato on that serve. Free ball. Medina picks it up. Ramirez goes back to Medina with a check ball and the score.
Medina already with his 6th point here in the first set, followed by Enciso with 5. And this is what I guess we are looking for also on the side of Ateneo. Batas and Gopillo scoring 2 points each.
Still struggling on that first ball. Ateneo goes to zone 6. Ramirez to Medina once again. De Castro was there. Ball still alive. Gopillo went up. De Guzman for the block, rather. Ateneo. Enciso. Good pickup there from Ateneo. De Guzman pounds it down. Ateneo keeping it close to the Philippine Army Troopers. Let's look at that one more time.
And it was a good call to set it in the middle.
Yeah.
A lot of exchanges. Go for the unexpected.
Ikauko on your screens, getting ready to serve. Ramirez to Enciso. Miss hit on that one. Good approach, pero hindi lang nahawakan ng tama yung bola. Tabla. 21 all here in set number 1. Definitely a sign that both of these teams are not letting the ball drop to on their side of the court.
You know, coming into this game, we kind of expected that
Right.
all of the teams playing at this point, no, in the tournament, would really give it their all because a lot is at stake. They want to be
Definitely.
part of the top 2.
Error there, sending Coach Carolino for timeout.
Spiker natin sa harapan, no? Ha? Lamang na lamang tayo dyan, tatlo. Kuhanin muna natin first ball. Ha? Ayusin muna natin, ha? Wala tayo. Wala magigigil, ha? Dahan-dahan mo lang. Ha, go tayo. Troopers!
That was head coach Melvin Carolino trying to, you know, call a timeout to... Para saan ba yung mga timeout pag ganito ng pukpukan?
I think at this point, dahil nalamangan sila ng Ateneo, it's just to ice the momentum on the other side. The reminders even, no, if we are to listen to
Exactly.
it. Very basic, sinasabi niya, go, kaya natin to. I think it's just that break, hoping that when they come back, they can find a good play that would help them score. But first, a good pass.
Licauco, good serve there. Barrica was there. And Ciso hit that one. Ateneo this time. Barrica was there. Pushes it to open to Wewe Medina.
No check.
First referee giving that point to Ateneo, but Coach Melvin Carolino is now asking for a block touch challenge.
Well, some of the players seemed quite sure. Right after that hit, you see them saying there was a touch. But again, everything happened so fast. We have all, of course, the cameras here at the venue. Hopefully has captured whether indeed there was a touch and if this challenge would be successful.
Here we go. Ooh, there was that index finger touch there. Successful challenge. They keep that one and they get the score. 20-all here in set number 1.
And to your question earlier, this is, I guess this is what makes the challenge really helpful also for the teams. You know, very at crucial points in the match when you make that call. Imagine if they didn't challenge that, then Ateneo would now have the lead.
Definitely. You got Dais on the serve. That means 3 hitters are in front for the Philippine Army Troopers. Licauco chooses De Guzman once again. Barrica hustles that, puts it up. Medina one more time, gets blocked. Another chance. Dais goes to Enciso. Oh, to the right. Gets blocked. And lands inside their court. Point Ateneo Fudgee Barr. Are they asking for a challenge? Seems like no. Okay.
I think they saw and they know that it did land within the court.
That's right. Let's see if they can side out on this serve. You got Ateneo on your screens. Good serve there. Straight to the libero, though. Dais chooses Enciso. Does not cross this time. A little crucial moment for their ace spiker in Mark Enciso. So this time, they're challenging another block touch.
Nothing to lose at this point.
Yes.
Though what we didn't see, the body language after, you'd normally see the players say there was a touch. A bit quiet versus the previous challenge that they've had. But again, it is a crucial point here in the first set. I'm pretty sure for Philippine Army, the last thing that they want also is an extended game, an extended match.
Definitely. I mean, if they can already take home this set 1 win, why not? And they have the advantage of calling a couple of challenges more here in set number 1. Here we go. Let's check that. Yes, there was indeed a block touch. So far, pretty lucky on the challenge count.
Look at that. Of course, seemed quite pleased with these decisions that they've made on the challenge.
That's right. Now it's a replay para sa a good ball called here by our officials. Dais tries to chase that down. There you go. An illegal block there. Took a little longer to call. But way for Coach Timmy Santo Tomas trying to catch the attention of the referees on that last call. Another time out for Army.
Isa-isahin natin. Muji, diskartehan mo. Diskartehan mo. Huwag mo sidawan. Ha? Palo lang ng palo. Ha? Pakita kung sino kayo. Pakilala kayo. Go! Army! Troopers!
How would you respond to that? Pakilala kayo.
Oh, pakilala kayo. So, big pressure yan. Pressure on their end. They have to make sure that when they return, makakabawi sila agad.
Wewe Medina on your screens. Another leading scorer for the Philippine Army Troopers. Nice serve there, and Ciso picks it up. Goes to Villonson, but De Castro was there. Batas, little tip there. Ooh! And a miscue, and that ends set number 1 in favor of Ateneo, 25-22. Way to close that set. Let's look at that one more time. Batas choosing to use his blockers, but Enciso a little too late on that pickup. That's it. Once again, your scores are 25-22 in favor of Ateneo. We'll be back for set number 2. We're back here at the Paco Arena Events and Sports Center in Manila for your Super Sunday Spikers Turf 2023 Invitational Conference. Got set 1 highlights here.
It was, a close start for both these teams. But again, it was a series of errors that we've seen from actually both teams. But here in the first set, I guess, for Ateneo, they were a bit more organized in the sense that they had a few players that scored the points. As we look at the first set statistics won by Ateneo, if we look at the numbers here, kita natin yung kalamangan ng Philippine Army. They scored 15 attack points. Ateneo only scored 7. Where Ateneo led a bit was in blocking, but not a huge margin against Philippine Army. But if Philippine Army would probably look back at how they played the first set, manghihinayang sila because they gave away 14 points. That came from 11 attacks. 11 out of the 14 is from attack errors.
A huge disparity there on the opponent errors. Medyo parang binawi din nila yung attacks nila in a sense.
It's offset actually. 15 attack points, 14 errors.
Right.
And, one of the points that we've mentioned earlier, despite the fact na mas maraming high scorer on the side of Philippine Army, while for Ateneo, the highest would be 3 points, no? Gopio, Batas, De Guzman, all with 3 points. It didn't matter because it was really a lot of giveaways in that first set.
Ayan, nakikita natin. Kaya kahit linggong-linggo, puno ang Paco Arena ng ating mga volleyball fans here. We're so grateful to see always that, the venue would be packed on a weekend, on a weekday, on a quadruple header Sunday, no less. Also getting the support that the men's division have been waiting for as well. De Guzman through that block this time. Out of system set. Medina from the back row. Licauco picks it up. Sendon. One and done.
Using the block to score the points. I think for Ateneo, even if they won the first set, you'll see also the hunger, probably realize because all of the teams would take stats. And I'm pretty sure it was mentioned to them how karamihan nung puntos in the first set is coming off the errors. And as coaches would say, you have to take matters into your own hands. They cannot wait for their opponent to commit these mistakes. So let's see the improvement in terms of offense here in the second set.
Medina chasing that down, and Ciso bumps it over. Taneo's there. Licaco sets and Don once again. 2 for 2 so far in set number 2.
Good aggressive start here for Ateneo.
Definitely using the momentum they picked up after winning set number 1. 2-0 kagad ang simula. De Guzman for that serve. Iniwasan. But it's still in.
Going for that long serve. He does need to be careful though here in this next serve. Hopefully not too much adrenaline.
Yeah, yep. He's already sailing out. Let's see. Good adjustment there. And Ciso. Ooh, single block. Villonson this time puts it down, gets a point.
Those plays in the middle, something that really works here for the Philippine Army.
Batas gets the first ball. Ooh, Gopio with the no-look dump. For you, what's more satisfying to see? Like a no-look dump, a power spike? Like what gets you more thrilled and up your seats?
You know, it depends.
Yeah?
It depends. Because even for those drop balls, it makes you look at an attacker knowing that nag-isip ito, nagbasa ito, this attacker is very smart.
Right.
But of course, if we see such a good and strong hit, iba rin yung feeling nun, especially for the attacker that has scored.
Definitely a lot of variations of attacks here in the men's division. Sendon denied in that last sequence. Philippine Army Troopers catching up here in set number 2.
I think another thing that psychs up a lot of our players here kapag ka nakakapuntos with a kill block.
Oh, yes.
The feeling that you get, right?
So what gives you more siguro motivation or encouragement? Like a super spike or a kill block? Attack kill or there ba? Attack kill or kill block?
Iba yung kill block eh, diba? Iba yung kill block.
Actually,
Oo, because you get to read the opponent. You're not in full control because the opponent can change the angle at any point, but you reading it, right, and getting that block.
definitely very insightful. Parang oo nga, I agree with you. A kill block is more parang oomphy.
Oomphy eh, diba? Parang inisip ko to, nag-adjust ako to block at the net.
Ooh, tight set there, but Medina was able to find a way. Ateneo checks and gets a net infraction from your Army Trooper. Six serving 3. Batas on your screens on deck to serve. Good jump serve. Ooh, nixed the line again.
For Ateneo, we've noticed how they're really going for high-risk serves. And so far, they've been reaping the benefits. The long serve landing right there at the end line. Very risky.
Definitely. High risk, high reward. Batas once again aiming for that end line. Better pickup though from Army. And Ciso goes for power spikes, pounds it down, gets a point.
You know, it may not have been captured in the camera angle earlier, but it's so animated to actually watch our fans also here. Pag lumalabas yung bola, dahil ang lalakas nung mga palo, you see them really iwasan nila yung bola, baka matamaan sila.
Kasi nga napakabibilis at napakalalakas na mga palo dito. But wow, what a defense there. Sendon chasing it down. De Castro pushes it over and Ciso was there. Medina tools the blocker. Somebody touched the net. Point, Philippine Army.
Coach Timmy giving some reminders at the sideline. Sayang, ano? That could have been saved.
Yes,
For
definitely.
Ateneo.
It was a good check ball as well. Definitely slowing down that power spike coming from Medina. Fortunately, on that infraction, and Ciso for that serve targeting Batas. Licauco pushes it to Ateneo. Dice to Medina. This time, no blockers touching that one. But goes out of bounds. Is there a challenge? Okay, there's a block touch challenge from your Philippine Army Troopers.
They've had successful challenges in the earlier
Yeah,
sets.
yep. At a very crucial time at the set as well.
So we'll await if this will be in their favor.
Here we go. Let's see this. No back touch. Yes. So wait to challenge that one. Especially if, you know, you see Gopio, one of the taller blockers, who went up there. But that just means point for Ateneo Fudgee Barr and our first technical timeout.
Zian and Coach Melvin Carolino shared to me such big news a while ago. The Philippine Army Troopers just came from a championship match in the AFP Olympics, getting the gold against Navy after 20 years. It was such a big win that the championship spillover left them with the least amount of energy for their game against Perpetual the next day, and that is why they were swept. Coach Melvin also mentioned how before these two games, they had 3 back-to-back Spiker Surf matches, which led their endurance to dwindle at the end of the week, given their age daw. Now with a much-needed rest and a 2-week recovery period, they're ready for a resurgence yet again, especially for this set 2. Now let's not forget to enter the Pilipinas Live Ball app. Back to you, Zianan.
That is interesting since earlier we said that Ateneo is preparing for their main tournament. Samantalang ito namang Army Troopers kagagaling lang sa kanilang annual main event.
And that was also cited as a reason, no,
Yep,
for their endurance being challenged at this point.
Gupio with that serve. And a one-and-done kill there by Liberato. A testament to what you have mentioned earlier. You know, good pass equals more or less a good kill.
And they have been going for that middle attack, actually, and it's been quite effective for them.
Definitely.
It's the frequency, siguro, no, that could be improved. But at this point, Philippine Army taking it 1 point at a time.
I think that's what they need to do so far here, you know, trying to be patient, trying to avoid that 14 errors that they just did in the previous set.
And taking advantage of those over-receives.
I mean, it has been the same story so far. Tulad ng set number 1 na, you know, they're trying to find a good target to serve to. And usually bumabalik sa kanila magaan or nag-over.
Ooh. Wasted point there. 3 errors for Philippine Army here in this set.
James Licauco, their setter. to serve to Wewe Medina, who's there. Liberato, a little too low, ginawa ng paraan, but was denied there at the net.
Ateneo also getting a good read on that play. Nakakailan na rin kasi from the middle. But that's what they say, keep your eye on the ball. Too wide this time for Licauco.
Trying to find a string of points here in set number 2. Although they have a 2-point advantage here so far, kailangan lang alagaan. Especially, like nakita natin kanina, nagdikdikan at the tail end.
It's about consistency throughout the set. Much needed point
Definitely.
from Sendon. Like what you said, maganda yung comfortable lead. If you get that comfortable lead, less pressure on your part.
How about that? What would feel so much like, or what would you prefer? A 5-point lead ending the set, or like a 22, 23 all, 24 all, 25 all, and then you taking the set?
Quite frankly, the satisfaction of being able to turn things around, I guess, is such a big deal, for all of these teams. But coaches would always say, kung pwede mong tapusin ng madali,
Why
ba't mo
not?
pahihirapan ang sarili mo?
That's right.
But, character-wise, it's character building
Oh, yes, for sure.
for the players, especially for a younger team like Ateneo. Your coach would know that you can handle pressure-packed situations.
And speaking of getting strings of points and being pressured, Army calls for a timeout.
Ha? Frontline ka. Frontline, yung receive natin, iangat natin, bigyan natin kay Nico. Ha? Testingin natin yon. Ha? Nico, diskarte mo to. Pag umangat yung bola sa'yo, kung kaya, nakaw, ha? Wala tayo.
Isa pa, bawian natin. Isa lang. Isa lang.
5-point deficit here para sa inyong Philippine Army Troopers. Definitely nothing close to what they wanted to have here in set number 2. Especially kanina, dikit na tapos yung set number 1, 25-22. Pero ngayon, medyo nagre-relax. Medyo nagkaka-errors as well. And Ateneo definitely taking advantage of that momentum from set number 1. But a point converted right away after that timeout. As a coach, when you call a timeout, is that something that you would want to see?
The expectation, of course, is that when you call a timeout, you get to ice the momentum on the other side. And for your team, when they return, you'd expect them to be able to turn things around, especially if kayo yung may deficit in terms of puntos. So, maganda sana yung balik nila kanina. But again, these errors, really very costly for the Army.
And Ziso has been swinging pretty good, but he just misses that line a little bit. Medyo mahahaba at makakapal yung palo niya. De Guzman with that serve. Villonson was there. De Guzman for that dig. Licauco pushes it. Villonson this time goes to the left side and kills it.
You see Philippine Army, they're trying to utilize their frontliners, changing up the plays, trying to be less predictable as well.
Better pass there, but they choose Ken Batas. Medyo naunahan ng gulang.
Oo, pero sayang yun because we saw how the middle attacker got one of the blockers to commit. So there was only one blocker in front of him. Yun lang, the execution. Very little space to work with pag down the line yung target.
Good check there. Licauco gets the first ball, sets it to Sendon. Pa-check out. Timmy Santo Tomas looking pleased at the wits his men have been showing here. That sends us to the second technical timeout.
paano ako makakasabay dun sa mga bata na knowing physically talaga, nandun pa yung condition nila. So it's a big challenge for me, paano ko i-maintain yung condition ko. Gusto natin na yung legacy as a part ng Philippine Army Men's Volleyball Team na kahit aging yung player is kaya pa rin nilang sumubay sa mga younger teams. Yun po.
That was Benjailo Labida, one of the mga kuya dito sa Philippine Army Troopers. But angat ang laban sa pinakabagong sports app na Pilipinas Live. Mapapanood ang PBA Season 48 live in high definition and on demand on any device. Available din ito worldwide, kaya download na and register now for free. As we mentioned, a lot of sports can be watched on the app. Kaya download nyo na, subscribe na kayo. Samantalang dito sa Paco Arena Events and Sports Center, meron na namang challenge. Habang leading itong Ateneo Fudgee Barr 16-12. This time, Army Troopers trying to challenge another call from the officials.
They've been very active with these challenges. Again, I guess if you are the team with a deficit and you see that, well, definitely it will be beneficial on their end to get a successful one. The suspense.
Super suspense. Especially, you know, minsan kasi they would ask for a challenge that happened in the middle of a rally.
Yes.
So parang hahanapin pa talaga ng ating officials like which sequence would I look for para sa challenge. But again, we're so grateful that our team here has been working hard, providing us with the right call. Talking about our challenge system officials, and there you go. Here we go. Nap, malayo. Yep. No block touch there. Not a clean hit from your Philippine Army Troopers. Angat na ng 5 itong Ateneo Fudgee Barr on your screens. That was head coach Melvin Carolino trying to find a solution para umangat ang kanyang troopers. Sindon with that serve. Medina picks it up and puts it away. This time, ito na yung clean hit na hinahanap nyo.
Oh, clean talaga. Very convincing point there from Medina. Now with 10 points in this match.
Actually, Medina not present in their last game. Probably a new addition to your Army Troopers. Medina over on 2. Sindon pushes it to Ateneo from the back row. Labide was there. Dais chooses Medina. Medyo buka. Ginawa ng paraan. Licauco chooses Batas. Dais was there. Labide pushes it into Enciso. De Castro pops it up. Oh, and Gopio. A power tip nobody expected.
Playing smart. He was the one who did a no-look dunk earlier.
Yep.
So you know that he has high awareness on the floor defense on the other side.
Something you would want to have from your player, but ito na nga Ken Batas kanina. I think the key here is they have been targeting the end line.
Yes, and it has worked for them because a number of times the Philippine Army would let it go because
Right.
it gets confusing, right?
It is.
But yun nga, very high risk for these long serves. But at this point, they still have this 4-point advantage.
Guys on your screens. Batas picks it up. Licauco chooses Batas again. Libero was there. Gopio. Inangat ni Wewe Medina puts it away. A headshot too, pero good ball.
Medina providing the points here on the side of the Philippine Army. And it is consistency that we are looking for. At this point, something that we see in Medina. And Ciso, on the other hand, we did talk about him in the pre-game, but siguro ito rin yung pinag-aralan din siya ng kalaban. Ano? So, nababantayan, but Medina, hopefully they get to milk him while he is in the front line.
Definitely. I'm sure Ateneo Fudgee Barr did their scouting report, and yun na nga, wala nga si Medina in their last match. Plus, it was in Ciso making a lot of points. But speaking of Medina, getting that point using his blockers that time.
It's a variety of sets that he has been getting from the open side. Meron din sa gitna. High set, low set.
Kay Guzman, yes! Little too high on that one, pero nagawa ng paraan. Papatawag ng timeout si Coach Melvin. 4 points down. Let's listen in.
Diba? Sabi ko sa inyo, huwag nyo intindihin yung score. Maglaro lang kayo ng yung ilalaro nyo talaga. Sipin nyo kung paano tayo mananalo. Ha? Maglaro kayo ng kayo. Magpakilala kayo. Ha? Go lang tayo. Maglaro tayo na maayos. Ha? First ball, kuha natin. Diskarte, Mujib. Tatlo spiker. Ha? Go lang. Walang bibitaw. Malayo pa yan.
Bye-bye na.
Malayo pa yan.
natin na may officer yan.
Nice. We got some tweets here. Carl Lu, 17. Asan si Aymar? I think you have an answer for this.
Yeah, so fortunately he has to sit out this game, ano? Because he is under the weather.
Redem Taco says, solid block by Copio. Let's go, boys. One big fight. Tweet us using the hashtag SpikerSturf2023 para mabasa naman namin ang tweets nyo.
Yan, let's look at this tweet from Andres Julio. Let's go, AMVT. Ilaban nyo yan kahit kulang kayo. Buti na lang, sobrang ma-error tong Army. Nako, yun yung yun yung nakita natin actually
definitely.
in the first set. But again, as for any team, ano, you take these errors, of course, with open arms. These are free points, but what you would like is to really take matters into your own hands. Gumawa ng puntos with your plays. Exactly what we are seeing here on the side of Ateneo.
Pero jungle ball there. This time Labide make sure it's put away and they get the point. We were talking about errors kanina. If you missed that set 1 statistic board, Philippine Army Troopers made 14 errors as opposed to only 4 from Ateneo Fudgee Barr. Liberato on that serve. Licauco finds Ateneo. And the 1. Ateneo this time 3 points away from closing this set. A better performance or a better turnaround overall mula nung set number 1. Ateneo on that serve. Medina kinamay. At Ramirez dumping that over on 2.
Found that perfect opportunity.
Ramirez for the serve. Licauco pushed it to Batas, scoring that one right away. This time, hindi na niya nilihis ng bongga.
Oo, but just right. Still aiming for that corner though, but tamang-tama lang, mas precise.
Better execution definitely from their score leader in Ken Batas. Labide from that right side. Sinagot. Yeah, 19, serving 23.
Army trying to slow down Ateneo as Ateneo inches closer to 25.
Definitely closer after that Gopio attack. A lot of variations coming from Gopio so far. We've seen power hits, Pamatay sunog ng mga
Oo.
drop ball and power tips as well.
At cool na cool lang siya after, Kita mo, cool na cool lang siya.
Ooh, single block there from Ken Batas wraps up our second set, 25-19, still in favor of Ateneo. Let's see that one more time. Look at that height. Ken Batas definitely their leader in the men in blue. There are your scores. We'll be back for set number 3. You're still here watching the Spikers Turf 2023 Invitational Conference laban between the Ateneo Fudgee Barr and the Philippine Army Troopers. Let's check out the set 2 highlights. What happened there, Anne?
You know, it seemed like it was an easier win for Ateneo, but later it would be interesting when we look at the statistics, how they went about that win. But here in the highlights, we're seeing the variety of returns on the side of Ateneo, showing how they are actually a thinking team. Now, looking at the second set statistics, we'll see here actually, Z, hindi pa rin nagbabago, no? May konting kalamangan pa rin ng Philippine Army pagdating sa attacks. So, though Ateneo is not far behind with 13 as opposed to Philippine Army's 14. But blocking and serves, definitely an advantage for Ateneo. One of the things, though, that has improved in this set is that in terms of opponents' errors, yung giveaway points, hindi na double-digit, no? Managed to minimize. There was 4 giveaways for Ateneo. Philippine Army had 7. It is lower, but still, sayang pa rin siya.
Definitely.
Still 7 giveaway points.
Especially looking how they're ahead in other skill departments, talking about blocks and serves. But talking about then Ateneo, but also way for Ateneo to control and minimize their errors to 4, same as set number 1.
Definitely. And I think one of the big factors also in that second set is that in set number 1, Ateneo only scored 7 attack points.
Right.
And it's almost double in the second set. Just goes to show how they've adjusted.
Definitely a family affair here in Paco Arena Sports Center in Manila. You got your babies, your mommies, your daddies, your friends, your barkadas watching here live. Maraming salamat po sa pagtangkilik ng inyong men's division dito sa Spikers Turf Invitational Conference this year. And so interesting to see that there are actually 24 teams who joined this conference. Talagang for me, parang nakakakilig na, you know, ang daming bagong teams, ang daming interesadong makalaro in the tournament. And we're so grateful also for Sports Vision to have this platform in the men's division.
It's really an exciting time. We have a growing community, not just of fans, but yun nga, you know, the growth of the teams, competitive teams.
Definitely. And with that, pati yung level ng laro umaangat. Kaya nga kailangan na natin mag-challenge system.
Yes, oo. And you know, this is for both women's and men's alike. That is what makes it even more exciting.
Definitely. Batas saying, hello, I am the guy from your nightmare.
And ito yung exciting na palo. Batas with 8 points.
Definitely
Already.
laser focus on your screens right there. You got the Guzman this time for the serve. Better pass. Ramirez sets it to the middle. And Ciso rejected, but ball sails out. They get the point.
Alam mo, maganda dito sa Army, no? If, they may be down first 2 sets, but going
Yes.
into the third, actually, ang ingay nila. You see them really rallying each other. I guess it's their way of saying, let's bury the past 2 sets in the past. This is a fresh start for us. And really good energy we're feeling on their side of the court.
We got Benjailo Labide, captain, who forced a point there from his serve. Wow, now they're up 4-1. Talagang, as you mentioned, body language-wise and output, talagang napapakita na lalaban tong Army na to. Labide, once again. De Castro, better pick up there. Pushes it to Sendon. Ooh, headshot and the point.
I love how the fans are also so excited if the ball is going their direction.
I wonder if we'll ever get to that point na pag nag-out of bounds yung bola, pwede mo kunin tapos iuwi yung bola.
Parang
That would be
baseball
fun.
lang.
Yeah. That would be fun, right?
I'd be waiting at the sideline.
I got the game ball.
Pero ubos ang bola nun.
Yun na nga,
Kasi ang
yun
daming
lang.
especially for men's, we see it a lot, coming from yung mga block touch, even attacks, kasi ang lalakas ng balikan.
Definitely. Just like that last one from Medina. This time, bumawi, but De Castro was there. Batas. Out of system hit. Good one. Ramirez finds Medina once again. Check ball. Tataas din siguro yung ticket prices nun.
Kasi mahal lang ball. Of course, you gotta factor that in. A lot of fans, though, will be very happy. What a bright idea.
Sige, kausapin na natin si Sir Richie mamaya.
May cap lang yun kung ilang bola sa isang game.
True though. Oh, nice hustle! Nice one, but De Castro was there. Batas tries to put it away. Medyo nang gigil, but Team Santo Tomas, there on your screens, is asking for a block touch challenge.
They are in a position, talking about Ateneo, not the way they probably expected to start the third set.
Definitely.
Seeing how they did very well in the previous sets. Also the improvement that we've seen in the way that they played the second set. As we look at this challenge.
Ooh, definitely an eagle eye here from Coach Timmy Santo Tomas.
Living up to their
school, what do you call it?
the Eagles, Ateneo Eagles.
The monikers.
That was a good call, especially at this time, that
Exactly.
they are down, trying to catch up with the Philippine Army. Actually, we've had good challenges today
Definitely.
in this match.
Utilized pretty well. But we still got points like these from Enciso. Nakitang-kita talaga. Malinis at puntos para sa Army Troopers. Still up by 2 points.
No room to relax here for Ateneo.
Yep. Batas, perfect pass there. Gupio was checked. Ramirez tries to put it on 2, but another error para sa Army.
Too much power on that tip.
Isang puntos na lang ang kalamangan ng Army. Let's see if they can side out on this one. Gupio for sa serve. Ramirez looks for Enciso. Check ball. 7-5 para sa Army Troopers. Hueve Medina, jump serve, or jump float rather. Ooh! Batas. Tama na yung forma niya kanina, pero yes, a little too high on that platform, sending us to our first technical timeout.
CNN, I got to talk to Ken Batas and Jerick Sandon before the game, and how they mentioned to me how instead of feeling a bit low with some players down and absent, it got them giddy to be able to show a different version of the team, which is a fresh perspective and a set of plays coming from the second stringers. Coach Timmy Santo Tomas mentioned to me a while ago that he ensures all members get the same conditioning and training time and same amount of drills to not leave anyone behind. This is in fact the time for them to show if they're going to be able to step up, and according to Coach Timmy, a matter of how they're going to execute it on court. Which opposite has dominated this match? Don't forget to answer the Pilipinas Live Ball. Back to you, Ann and Z.
Thank you, Alexis. And yun na nga, medyo hindi kompleto yung usual Ateneo lineup because of beach volleyball starting already this week. And some are out sick, but it's good to see it's good to always see how the others get this much opportunity to play.
But for now, a bigger challenge awaits these men in blue dahil lumalaki yung kalamangan ng Philippine Army.
Good check there. De Castro was present. De Guzman, easy tip. Miscue. Oh, that one almost went out, but he decides to get it. Ateneo with a full swing. Medina was there. Back set. Ooh, and Ciso, smart play. Everybody has been expecting a power hit there, but I think that was the first time also that we saw a soft tip from it. And Ciso, let's check out that one more time.
And right at that point, he knew that there wasn't anyone covering the back of the blocker.
Definitely.
Di ba makakapalo pa yun? Ano nang gagawin? Di ba magpapasok na lang ng bola? Okay? Kaya presence of mind. You have to be one step ahead. Anong gagawin ng kalaban mo? Basta tayo ng maayos. Okay? Sige. Walang problema yun. Bigyan mo na ng bigyan. Walang problema yan. Okay? But you have to attack smart. Pag nakita mo two blockers, you're close, you have to make a way. Okay?
Coach Timmy Santo Tomas reminding his squad, to have a little bit more presence of mind.
And also hoping to stop that 6-0
yes.
run.
Yes.
I mean, the Philippine Army, their game has been on point. We did mention how in the earlier sets, their problem has been with the errors that they've been committing. So now that they've managed to control that, even their serves actually right on target.
This time around, sila naman ang ano bang tawag doon? Nakakalabit sa linya. Instead of their serves heading out. Medina with that service ace, nicking that sideline over there. Ateneo, easy push. Labide was there to anticipate it. Labide pushes it zone 6. De Guzman with Medina was there to dig it up. And Ciso, power spike this time. De Castro present on the floor. De Guzman was there. Labide, little too low on the clearance. medyo nanggigil.
Oh, nanggigil. Tsaka siguro ang haba rin nung palitan.
Right. Medyo wala rin sa pwesto. Tried to vertical jump on that one. Licauco to serve. Better pick up there. But defense, it was better for Ateneo. Ateneo pushes it with his left. Ramirez finds Labide. Gets checked. Easy back ball. But defense has been solid for Ateneo. Ateneo. Ramirez dumps it. De Castro was there. Licauco finds Ateneo once again. Easy ball for Army. Enciso rejected. Labide. This time, it goes out.
Labide trying to find ways to score the point, but the blockers in the front of him, I think, bothered him. So kailangan ilihis no? But too long.
Still a comfortable lead here. Set 5 points up. Set number 3. But back-to-back points para sa Ateneo. Licauco to serve, make that 3 straight points para sa Ateneo. Let's see what solution they have here. Talking about the Army Troopers. Interesting to see how Wewe Medina would always make sure he uses his hands to pass the ball just like that. Once again, Ramirez though. Jungle ball, Ateneo pushes it there. Ramirez went over, free ball. Ramirez dumps it on 2. Defense was there for Ateneo. Batas from the back row.
Batas frustrated with that attack from the back row.
A little too soft. And again, I think they're just trying to find that end line.
Right now, what they need is a switch. They just need, you see in their body language, quite tentative as well. Could be
Right.
because of this margin that the Philippine Army has.
Right.
This lead.
Again, character development would be them catching up to the lead that Army has right now. 4 points. Hindi imposible. Ateneo for the serve. Ooh. Little too tight. That last sequence by the net. Puntos ulit para sa Ateneo Fudgee Barr.
Ooh. I think medyo nagmadali.
Ateneo, something unusual from him. Kasi parang laging gamay na gamay niya yung bola. But
Uy,
that time,
he had to tie a shoelace prior to that.
Oh,
Siguro medyo
gotcha. Nawala sa rhythm.
Oo, nawala sa rhythm.
De Guzman, power tip, but floor defense was there. Batas. Ooh. De Guzman nanggigil. Going up for that block. Touching the net, giving the point to Army. 15-10 here in the third set.
Quite interesting. This is where you see experience and youth. Experience, that's what we see on the side of the Philippine Army, despite being down, trying to manage to control this third set. Youth, on the other hand, now that they're down, they have to find it within themselves. Ano ba yung, they need a turning point right now. Maybe someone to score like that from De Guzman.
De Guzman getting that point and getting to serve. Good pass there by Army. Ooh, nasungkit. Nobody there to pick it up. Back-to-back points para sa Ateneo Fudgee Barr. 3 points na lang ang lamang ng Army. Coach Melvin Carolino getting closer from the sidelines, waking up his squad. Poor pass there.
Definitely, this is a lead that they would want to protect.
Definitely. Labide saying that there was a net infraction, but a double contact violation from Ateneo, giving them a free point. Lamang angat sa apat. Timeout. Second technical timeout, rather. We'll be back.
I feel like we've been working hard on communicating with each other, you know, being kind of more meticulous with our errors and more precise in certain aspects of the game. So I just feel like with that, you know, we just got to put it all together and hopefully put together good games.
Watch Spikers Turf live and in HD and also on demand via Pilipinas Live. Enjoy the action anytime, anywhere, and in any device. Download and subscribe now or watch via PilipinasLive.com. Ayun na nga, guys, yung Pilipinas Live app, that's available worldwide. So yung mga friends and family natin nasa abroad or kung kayo nasa bakasyon, you can still catch these games via the app. That's why you download and subscribe now.
What a great way to keep you updated.
Definitely. Especially now, parang kasagsagan talaga ng volleyball season.
Yeah,
so many tournaments.
So many tournaments.
Yeah. But going back to this tournament, nice hustle then from Sendon, Batas, easy tip there. Labide was there. Ramirez pushes it to Medina. Too powerful on that one. Timmy Tomas, head coach, asking the blockers to, you know, maybe prioritize Medina since he has been the one with hot hands here for Army.
Good serve.
De Castro with that better pass. Batas. Drop ball. Quite high, but no trooper was there to pick it up. Batas on your screens to serve. Jump serve by King. Tinayuan. And Ciso, almost went out. But Batas picks it up. Ateneo rejected, but good touch there. Ateneo tries one more time, goes for a tip. Ramirez was there, goes for Enciso, drop ball. De Castro was there, manipes. Mula kay Ateneo at pumuntos. That was such an out-of-system set, though.
But, you know, also equally great target. The presence of mind, knowing that nakapasok yung mga defenders on the side of the Philippine Army. Look at him targeting that angle.
Yeah.
And loving it.
Definitely.
That's the satisfaction that you get, no?
Ramirez opts for Medina once again, going for that down the line, but finding the hands of Licauco. Gets a check ball and the point. Got a double sub here, Abdul Majid. And De Pamailo for Ramirez and Enciso. Let's see what magic they can bring to the Troopers. 18 serving 15. Good serve from De Pamailo. Gupillo. Ooh, nice defense from Labide. Medina tries to find a way. De Castro hustles and picks it up. Easy push from Ateneo. Let's see how Army capitalizes. Yes. Abdul Majid getting a point from that play.
Sayang, such a great save there on the side of Ateneo. But you see that on the side of Philippine Army, they do want to get this third set.
Ooh, great block from Army, but ball still alive. But a free ball from Batas. De Pamailo looks for Abdul Majid, pero ipit na ipit.
Oo, sobra yung pagkakaipit nung set. Called a
Lifting violation there. Reminds me of someone we both know. Hi, Mami Chi. I hope you're watching.
ipit, diba?
Gopio with that serve by King was there. De Pamayo looks for Medina. First referee and second referee agrees it went out. 2 puntos na lang ang kailangang habulin ng ating Ateneo Fudgee Barr. Gopio still on deck to serve. Ooh.
Costly.
Yes. Costly error. Now we got 20 serving 17. Medina in the back row, all set to serve.
Hopefully for the Ateneo squad, this is good news because Medina has the hot hands on the side of the Philippine Army with, I think, 17 points already.
De Castro with that first ball. De Guzman over and above his blockers. Getting the point. Crucial stage of this set. Ateneo creeping up, catching up from Army. Great dig there from De Castro, Ateneo. Medina was there. Set to Labide, still too low on the clearance at the net there. Papatawag ng timeout si Coach Melvin Carolino.
Walang titigil. Tibay lang, tibay lang. Spiker! Pre, wag mong digdig dito. Pa-check ka na lang. Ha? Pa-check lang, pa-check lang. Diskarte lang, Spiker. Ha? Laro lang na maayos, laro na maayos. Ha? 1-5 tayo, 1-2-3 tayo. Go tayo! Go tayo, pre.
Timeout dahil isa na lang ang lamang ng Army mula kanina. As much as 5 points ang kanilang advantage, but Ateneo has definitely worked their way up to catch up with them. Licauco by King, and perfect pass. De Pamailo sets it to the middle. De Leonson, one and done.
You know, the story of set number 3 for Ateneo, they've scored more. Not scored more, they've committed more errors.
More errors this time around.
9 errors here in this set.
Oh, wow. De Leonson with that serve. Batas was there. Licauco opts for De Guzman. Great defense there from Abdul Majid. Batas from that defense. De Guzman, 360 hit. Was still alive. Sendon tooling his blockers. Army Troopers asking for a not over or a 4-touch violation there, but hanggat hindi pumipito ang referee, tuloy ang rally. 1-point game. Ateneo on the deck to serve. Good pass. Ooh, an overset there. Licauco chooses De Guzman. Easy tip by King was there. Labide gets checked. Better hit though. Labide tries again. Rejected!
Labide unable to get his footing. He's been trying, no?
Yes, yes.
Few rotations already. But it's either he is unable to get the ball through or the blockers of Ateneo is just right there.
Definitely, the blockers have already been established there. Double blockers, Sendon and De Guzman. One of the tallest, I guess, for the Ateneo squad. Ooh, this time, Liberato making sure they get the next point, and they did. 22, Army, Ateneo 21. Clean hit, definitely avoiding his blockers at the net. Army still up by 1. You got Ramirez checking back in with Enciso here. Batas, great reception. Ooh! And De Guzman getting the point. 22 all.
Ateneo. This is a good test of character, no? Yung end game.
Oh yes, definitely. And again, in case you missed it, they were down 5 points, as much as 5 points kanina. Pero inunti-unti by King with that perfect pass. Enciso, easy hit and putting it away in that last rally. Labide for the serve this time. 23 serving 22. Batas, great reception. Gopio, textbook play from Ateneo.
And I get this feeling that it will literally be a race to 25, the way both teams are playing at this point.
Definitely is.
Unahan tayo, sabi nila.
We got substitution here on the side of Ateneo. Gutierrez checking in for Licauco. You got Sendon on your screens now, getting ready to serve. On the other hand, Barrica is now suited up inside for the back row defense for Labide. Sendon, great serve. Ramirez finds Enciso. Bounce City for Enciso. Set point para sa Army.
Such a clean hit there for Enciso. He's been quiet, though. It's been Medina that's delivering for them, but very timely for him to step up.
Definitely. Balik si Licauco para sa Ateneo. Liberato on your screens, ready to serve. Great serve. Batas. Ooh, jungle ball. Free ball mula sa Ateneo. De Castro was there. Gopio will try again. A block touch was there. Enciso. Rejected. They'll try once again. Medina. Easy ball. Lance was there. Batas. Whoa! Too hot to handle.
They are fighting for it.
Definitely. One big fight nga daw.
Alam mo, hindi naman ako nagugulat na dito. In the earlier game, nakita naman natin kung paano kumapit yung ibang team. Now we're at 24 all.
24 all, set number 3. Let's see if Ateneo got this character development of a set. Baka mas gusto nila mas mahirap
Gusto nila ang challenge. Baliktad pala. Bakit natin papadaliin kung pwede naman mas exciting.
Umabot ng 30.
Pwede natin mas exciting para sulit yung yung panonood.
Para din sa fans. You're right. But don't look now. Enciso in the back row there to serve. Batas, better first ball. Ooh! Gopio rejected. First time, clean block. Sending Army with that 1-set win. Extending the match here. This time, Ateneo Fudgee Barr, 2 sets up to 1 Army. We'll be back. We're still watching the Spikers Turf 2023 Invitational Conference here, happening here in Paco Arena Sports and Events Center. Set number 3, pabora sa Army. What went down there?
You know, it was such a good start for the Philippine Army. We did talk about it was very good attitude on their end, no? Entering the court as if they're not down the first 2 sets. Goes to show the kind of character and the experience, you know, this team has. And I think overall it was a different energy which kind of slowed down in the latter part. But nonetheless, they took that 3rd set away from Ateneo. Ano lang naman, simple lang. 26-24 lang naman. So we see here in terms of the different skill departments, atake, pantay na pantay lang ang Philippine Army and Ateneo. Slightly better in terms of block points here for Ateneo. But this time around, it was Ateneo's reception that was challenged by the service of Philippine Army. But the tables have turned in terms of the errors or the giveaway points because in the 3rd set, kung babalikan ng Ateneo, kung ano yung nangyari, may 10 pamigay sila in that set. Meanwhile, Philippine Army has seemed to be able to address already yung kanilang issue, no, sa kanilang errors. Again, still some errors here and there, but balikan natin yung first set, double digit yung naipamigay nila, 14.
Samantalang set 1 and 2, Ateneo 4 errors apiece lang. But this time, in the last set, parang medyo mas madami-dami din.
That's right. But, you know, entering this 4th set, I think one of the key factors also for the Philippine Army, you know, is the performance of Medina. He's scored 17 points so far in this match. Of course, earlier in the game, and for sure, yung na-scout din ng Ateneo, no, was Enciso. He managed to score 12 points. Meanwhile, on the side of Ateneo, we have Batas with 12 points, Gupillo with 10. They will need to score more here in the 4th set. I think one of the advantages siguro kung pag-uusapan endurance, no, pahabang humahaba yung laro, that is something that Ateneo has to take advantage of.
Endurance para sa Ateneo, definitely mas tatagal if you think about it. But, you know, maybe training's not that easy also for these Army troopers. I mean, at the end of the day, kung ito student-athlete yung Ateneo, we have a soldier-athlete naman para sa Army troopers. Good chase down there by Ramirez, but not enough floor area to keep it up. See that one more time. Hit from Sendon. Good check there from Labide. Medyo nailang sa ating A-boards dito. Ooh. Error again on the service line. What's an error na malakas mawalan ng kumpiyansa?
Alam mo, I think kadalas ay nakakawala ng kumpiyansa. Errors when it comes to offense, yes, because the ball is in play. But I think equally, no, at the service line, because nobody is forcing you to commit that mistake. It's all you. We're not saying it's easy. Of course,
yeah, for
said
sure.
and done. Kahit mag-isa ka dyan, minsan nakaka-pressure, di ba? Pero yan yung mga sayang eh. Sayang na sayang dahil you're all alone there. You're in full control.
Definitely mental toughness and confidence ang istorya para sa mga servers natin. Pero even with that joust at the net, kinulang ng presence of mind itong si Sendon from Ateneo. Labide on the serve. Better pass from Batas. Licauco finds Gopillo.
On the side of Philippine Army, sabi, sayang, tumama sa pa ako. But nobody attempted to get that one.
It was good, But nobody acknowledged the good ball. But by King, perfect pass. They look for Enciso. So far, parang mas efficient in the tail end of that last set and right now. Kasi yun nga, siya yung siguro nabasa ng Ateneo coming to this match. But definitely a great help itong si Wewe Medina. Sabi mo nga, leading scorer para sa Army. On cue, getting that hit.
I think for Enciso, it also helped, no? Because nilabas din siya. He got to see what is happening in the game. So he got a good perspective as soon as he came back on the court.
Better pass there. Batas goes for the hit. Liberato was there. Easy dig up. Medina smashes it. Ateneo is there. Ooh! Batas, heavy behind that spike. Liberato was there. Pero nagdalawang isip ata kung paano niya kukunin yung bola.
Sabi ni Medina, yung ilaw, nasilaw ata.
He was there. He was right where the ball was gonna go. Ken Batas. Jump serve. Gabide was there. And Ciso, wow! Bounce City indeed.
And all of his attacks, really very convincing in terms of, look at this, the way it lands on the floor. May depensa, pero sa sobrang bilis, sa sobrang lakas, they're really unable to handle it.
And Ciso also seems like he's more confident with how he's moving inside the court. Easy push there from Ateneo. And Ciso from the back row. But the ball touches the ceiling of Paco Arena. Puntos para sa Army, who's now leading 8-3. Dahil 8 na sila, we are gonna go to our first technical timeout.
Z and Ann on the side of Army, who just had their resurgence last set. Naikwento sa akin ni Joel Villionson that they did prepare extra for this match, given the endurance of the young guns of the Ateneo Fudgee Barr. More than just viewing their opponents, their rotations, and preparing how to efficiently convert points. Sinabi sa akin ni Joel na malaking standard daw sa Philippine Army Troopers ang pag-maintain ng body weight and muscle mass dahil malaking factor ito para makipagsabayan sa mga bata. What do you think of that, Z and Ann? Let's go back to set 4.
As Anne mentioned earlier also, you know, age is a factor, but that's the good thing that we see here in the tournament na no matter what age, what background, what school, talagang these athletes will always find a way to be in their tip-top shape. Talking about health and fitness and nutrition as well.
And you know, I think Philippine Army, specifically Labide earlier, was just being modest in saying that hindi kasi syempre kailangan, di ba? But you know for a fact that they don't slack off when it comes to conditioning, training, and all that.
Because I don't know if you know, you guys, na talagang nagjo-duty pa rin tong mga Army soldier athletes natin. By King once again, inilaga na ang service 3 times already, I think.
In the earlier sets, we did see how this serves that is really long, targeting the end line, has worked for Ateneo.
Woo! Villionson. Coming from that better reception, this time by King, choosing to get that ball. A little bit out of system, pero connection was there between the middle blocker and the center. Licauco chooses De Guzman, gets checked. They choose Labide. Push there, jungle ball. Easy over there para sa Army. Let's see how Labide will respond. Better hits this time around. Another free ball para sa Army. Oh! 1-2 play pero naitawid pa rin. Enciso from the back. Nick the net. De Guzman with a super dump. Enciso will try once again. Easy roll shot there to Licauco. But Batas. One-handed from Medina by King. Licauco chooses Batas again. Check ball. Ooh, one-handed set from Villonson. Ball still alive. Licauco tries once again. That was Ateneo rather. Labide gets a nice check. Ooh, Labide once again. Yes! Even Ateneo was confused who was gonna touch that third ball. King said he wanted it, but Labide already went for the approach. And see that one more time.
It wasn't just Ateneo and the Philippine Army who I think needs to catch their breath. So tagal ng rally, pati ikaw.
Sino na? Never-ending rallies, even here in the men's division. That's why we want to invite you to watch the games live here in Paco Arena Events and Sports Center in Manila. Di lang kami alis dito, guys. Dahil may isa pang game after nito. Game days of your Spikers Turf Invitational Conference are on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Go check it. Go check the schedule out online. Maybe you would want to cheer for someone, for a team, for the underdogs. Who knows? Still a comfortable lead dito para sa Army Troopers. They're up by 4. Ateneo looking for a solution. Pretty much the same story as set number 3 kanina. Philippine Army definitely 4 to 5 points ahead, but Ateneo slowly caught up. Block point by De Guzman and Ateneo. Naka-establish.
Tsaka, you know, that's exactly the help that is needed right now by Ateneo, no? Defense sa net pa lang, because we've seen the Philippine Army really scoring, challenging the defense of Ateneo.
Villonson wants it too low to clear the net. Labide, kinaliwa. Ateneo for the first ball and the spike. Almost the point. Medina says he wants it. Ateneo once again too tight. Enciso was there to pick it up. Ramirez. May mata sa likod ng ulo. Tinapon sa zone 5. Nobody was there.
Already 13 excellent sets in this game for Ramirez. 2 points after that return on the corner sa side ng Ateneo.
I didn't even think that he could dump the ball all the way to the corner of zone 5. Oh, wasted point though from Villonson from the service line. Ooh. There you go, Benjailo Labide getting through the blockers this time. See that one more time. Choosing the shorter blocker in Sendon. Batas goes for it. Ramirez, good read by King, sets it to Enciso. So far, parang 100% na ata siya from kaninang set 3 and now here in set 4. Let's watch that one more time.
Such a big improvement actually in terms of his success rate pagdating sa conversion sa kanyang opensa. We, in their previous game against Perpetual, nasa 36% no, success rate in terms of attack conversion. In today's match, already at 41%. But I think to your point, Zino, yung third set at saka yung fourth set, napakataas ng porsyento when the ball is given to Enciso.
That's right. Once again, Labide finding his groove here. Feel like he's also catching up in terms of points, attack points para sa Army Troopers.
He was marked earlier and we saw that series of attempts on his end pero na bantay sarado siya ng mga blockers. But I think, you know, really the confidence, except for that service error,
Service error still has been very present in this match. But again, yun nga kasi nga high risk, high reward ang kaganapan dito para sa ating mga servers. Ramirez chooses Medina using his blockers again. Up by 5 points, parang kanina lang set number 3. Look at that power. Good serve there. Better pass from Batas. Batas will try his own stuff. Pounds it down. Batas gets a point for Ateneo Fudgee Barr.
Batas 14 points in this match.
Better serve there from Batas. Ooh. But again, better pass from the Army Troopers na activate ang middle blockers nila. And they get the point, the 16th point here in set number 4. That's our second technical timeout.
Binibuild namin ngayon yung chemistry pa namin na lalong palakasin pa. Sobrang excited ko. Gusto kong ipakita sa mga kalaban namin, ng mga bata. Ito ang laro nung panahon namin. Yun yung gusto kong i-share sa kanila kung paano maglaro nung panahon namin, yung era namin.
Watch Spikers Turf live and in HD and also on demand via Pilipinas Live. Enjoy the action anytime, anywhere, and in any device. Download and subscribe now or watch via PilipinasLive.com. Ayun na nga, sabi ni Ramirez na, gonna show you who's the boss. Before you came in the picture, kami yung nandito.
And this is how the game is played.
No, definitely, because I would always remember when I was playing with sina Sasa de Banadera, they would be saying na, hindi ako papatalo sa mga mas bata, no? And I love it. I love that mindset.
That's exactly what we are seeing here on the side of the Philippine Army. Nagising. Sabi mo nga parang diesel ata.
No? Definitely, it seems like a slow start for Army, but gising na sila ngayon as that Medina hit puts them up again 5 points ahead of Ateneo.
I think ano sila humble lang. Sinasabi nila yung endurance.
Humble but talagang ano ba? Humble brag.
Oh, pero you know, this is how the game is played.
Mental game din.
It's a mental game. And you know, Labide again, the efficiency.
Sobrang efficient.
Oh. He was marked, again, we did mention that he was marked earlier, but the turnaround of, you know, how he is scoring the points.
Timeout called by Ateneo.
nakita mo na out of position na yung spiker, nakita mo lumagpas na sa antena, anong gagawin ng kalaban? Di ba, magda-drop ball. O bakit binabagsak mo yung katawan mo? Anticipate naman tayo ng maayos. Sabi sa inyo, yakbang niyo yung paa niyo. Hindi kayo makakakuha ng bola kung puro kayo padapa, pabagsak. Igalaw niyo yung paa niyo.
6 points, let's go guys.
Okay? Palo naman tayo ng maayos, El. Lahat ng palo mo, sobrang gagaan, no? Kinakamay lang lahat nila. Pumalo ka na, pumalo.
Okay, yes, sing. Yes.
Reminders coming from both coaches and players saying, you know, you've worked really well, you felt really good in the previous sets. Palo lang ng palo. We got you. We're here for the coverage. Huwag niyo nang panghinaan ng loob.
But, you know, inihingi rin ni Coach Timmy, you know, lakasan mo ng konti. You need to have that power again.
Definitely. And the Guzman listening and executing right after that timeout. Licauco, good serve. Bump pass here for Labide with a stare down. Kuya Jailo, mga bata naman to. Pinatulan pa.
Sabi niya kasi, kanina, block kayo ng block sa akin,
Totoo. Bumabawi.
Oh, because, you know, this is a very different offense we're seeing from him.
And I guess it's the work also for the setters, or maybe nagsisimula sa ball control pa lang ng first pass or first touch. As you can see, yun nga kanina, Ramirez nakatayo na lang talaga when he's distributing the ball, and especially in that last sequence where there were 3 spikers in front. Gonna be a more difficult job for Ateneo to man the spikers. For first ball, Ateneo will find a way, but Medina was there. Ramirez pushes it to Labide, goes cross court, picks it up. Sendon, jungle ball, Medina goes for it. Oh, and Lance picks it up. Licauco chooses De Guzman. Labide, nice control there, but no control on the third ball from Medina. Trying to change things up. Go for a roll shot in that last sequence.
Nanghinayang din sila because that came from a really good save.
Yeah. But Ateneo, still a steep hill to climb here. 14 serving 20. Viking picks it up this time. Quick tip lang doon para kay Liberato. Sendon finds the hand of Huehue Medina. Sendon got quiet here in this match as well.
But responding to the ask of Coach Timmy, you gotta return your attacks with some power.
Definitely. Ateneo this time to serve. Viking, perfect pass. Dump on 2 mula kay Ramirez. Enjoying that point. Mukhang may lakad din siya.
Oo, sabi niya, naku, tumagal na ito. But, you gotta give credit. You were right in saying earlier, maganda yung pagsaset ngayon ni Ramirez. But it's also because they've adjusted when it comes to their first ball.
Right. And definitely giving confidence as well to his spikers. Viking, get great pickup. Labide. Wow, Benjailo Labide.
He's been unstoppable.
See that one more time. Even with 2 blockers, he found that sweet spot in the middle of the 2 blockers, in the middle of the floor defenders. Ramirez with that serve, Batas with that pass. Licauco back sets it to Sendon. Back-to-back kill points mula kay Sendon.
Sendon taking advantage of single block.
Six points ang hinahabol ng Ateneo dito. De Guzman, good serve. Viking was there. Labide from the right side this time. There was a check and he gets the point. 2 points na lang para sa Army para isara ang set number 4 at i-extend ang game to set number 5. What a Sunday, you guys! Hope you're enjoying watching this on Pilipinas Live or on One Sports Plus. Free point ang ibinigay ng Ateneo sa Army, kaya mapapatawag ulit ng timeout ang Ateneo.
Gusto mo pa rin paluin ng malakas yung bola. Ilang beses sabi sa'yo, you have to adjust kung anong set yung binibigay sa'yo. Hindi lagi pag-a-approach ka, palo ka agad ang iniisip mo. Isipin mo muna kung paano ka makakatulong makapuntos. Hindi yung one na naman kagad iisipin mo. Okay? Sige lang, walang problema yung kaso nga lang, ikaw, kailangan matalino yung decision mo kung anong gagawin mo sa bola. Nakapwesto ka ba? Nakapwesto ka ba? Tama ba yung set o hindi? Okay? Okay, sa maganda receive, walang problema yung play.
Let's go.
Interesting timeout there at the tail end of set number 4. Isang puntos na lang. Set point, bale, para sa Army Troopers. But trying to find a way here and gain momentum, maybe getting into the next set. Itong Ateneo. Labide with that serve that sails out.
Still a lot of room para dito sa Philippine Army.
And a good timeout from Coach Timmy Santo Tomas, icing the server from Army. Barika suits up for the back row defense. You got Sendon on your screens to serve. And Siso, miss hit on that one. Tunog pa lang ng bola.
Oo. Contact on the ball. They just need 1 point, but at this point, still keeping a window open here for Ateneo.
Good pass from Medina. Medina goes for that hit. Good check and good defense from Ateneo. Batas. Catches the net. Still lands inside of the court. Ngayon, ang Army naman ang mapapatawag ng timeout. Let's listen in.
Spiker. Paano natin ha? Trabaho tayo na maayos. One good receive, Viking. Tatlo spiker. Pasok ng explosive pasok. Patay ha. Patayin natin to. Atin to. Go. Explosive.
Whatever motivates your teammates.
Yeah. You know, just a series of errors there, but I think here, just a good pass. They are 1 point away from closing this set.
That's right, and coach was saying, Viking, perfect pass, ha? And there you have it. Perfect pass equates to a good hit. Medina seals the deal here in set number 4. We'll be back for set number 5, you guys.
We are back. You are looking at the score. We ended set number 4 with the Philippine Army winning 25-19. And it has been an exciting game so far. We knew that we were in it for a treat today as we witness this match between Ateneo and the Philippine Army. We're showing here some highlights in that match. Clearly, very confident body language seen here on the side of the veteran team, the Philippine Army. They managed to execute quite a number of good plays in that set, really minimizing the offense on the side of the Ateneo squad. A lot of players as well that delivered here in that previous set. As we look at the statistics for set number 4, clearly in terms of offense, this has been the problem of Ateneo in set number 4. Only 8 attack points delivered in set number 4 as opposed to Philippine Army's unstoppable offense, 20 points in that last set. And for Ateneo, I think one thing that they really need to look at would be just improving their offense coming into the 5th set. I mean, it's a much shorter set. They had to wait for the 9 errors of Philippine Army, no, as a contribution dun sa kanilang 19 points in set number 4.
Definitely. I did not expect that this was the attack statistics, 20-8. But, you know, trying to remember what went down on set number 4, parang every time someone goes up for a spike, it would almost always be a kill. As compared to Ateneo, who has yet to find that convincing types of hits and plays.
And meanwhile, on the side of the Philippine Army, we did mention parang nga silang diesel, ano? And right at the beginning of this match in the 3rd set, we have been mentioning the likes of Medina and then Ciso. But, you know, in that 4th set, Labide has been unstoppable and really very efficient when it comes to his attacks. Now with 12 points in this match. Medina with 21 and Ciso with 17. I was talking about Labide with 12 points.
Here we go, set number 5. Do or die for both teams who are both 1-1 and who are both coming from a straight set loss. Let's see who wants it more, who's more consistent. And Ciso was there for the rebound. Labide tries again. Batas, great D. But great check for the blockers of Ateneo. But a great blocking effort, more on the side of Army from Labide.
And you know what, the Philippine Army is really demonstrating here, no? Balikan natin yung sinabi kanina ni Ramirez. Ganito laruin ng volleyball. This is really experience. Experience, you see the confidence. I mean, it's still very early here in the 5th set. Alam nating maiksi lang to. But the body language of Philippine Army, if you were Coach Melvin, no, you'd be quite confident as well. The way you're seeing them move, the way you're seeing them communicate.
Definitely. And yun na nga, if there was an X factor, it seems like it's Benjailo Labide who's been, you know, who was not so present in the first few sets and now got confidence, got his groove, got his rhythm. Definitely helping so much, not just leadership, but also in scoring here for the Army Troopers. Labide rejected that time again, but he tries one more time, hits higher there, but Ateneo was there. Batas goes for the hit, checks someone. Medina with so much control on that one hand. Labide chooses to push that out of system set. Sendon and Ciso. And Ciso with that super spike from the right side. Everybody from Army loving it. High five pa. Wala na kay coach.
Bakit hindi? We also did mention in set number 3, set number 4, itong si Enciso at saka si Labide. Really very efficient. Labide, in fact, has scored the most points in set number 4. No? Scored 7 points earlier in that set.
But Ateneo responds right away from that hit from De Guzman. Goes for the serve. Here we go. By King. Good pass. Labide winds up. Hammers down. Gets the point. 4-1 early here in set number 5. This time he gets the point. Now he gets to serve. Targets zone 1. Lance was there. Gopio pounds it down as well. Sumagot.
Gopio with 13 points in this game.
Good output so far. We got Sendon to serve. Medina was there. Medina wants it as well. Finds the seam. Fast turnaround here para sa Army. 5-2 ang talaan here in the 5th set. We're only playing up to 15 here, hopefully. First to 15, but we'll see. You never know. Ateneo fought hard and caught up earlier, but oh wow, De Castro with that effort. Gotta recognize those kinds of, hustles, especially as a libero.
Not wasting any minute here.
Nagmamadali na naman tayo. Imbis ako natin ng dalawang kamay, mamadali natin isa, tatalsik. Oh, di ba? Bakit nyo mamadalin? Alam nyo na, pagtalon mo pa lang, alam mo nang mabablock ka eh. Makikita mo naman kagad yun. Oh. Tapos ready ka kagad ng coverage mo. Bakit mabibigla ka pa? Okay? Pangalawa, alam mo bakit nakaka-atake yung kalaban natin? Sobrang gaan na ng serve natin. Lahat ng serve natin, nakita nyo, tinatayuan na lang. Oh, saktong-sakto sa tao. Hindi na kayo nag-serve ng maayos. Okay? Go.
Laban apat lang, let's go. Chaos eh.
Coach Timmy Santo Tomas saying na mukhang medyo nga nagmamadali. Like they're nagmamadali at the same time impatient to get a point right away. Gusto nila siguro unang palok, puntos kagad.
And he also mentioned na hindi niya na pinahihirapan yung kalaban because even at the service line, which is true in the earlier sets, talagang nahihirapan yung first ball on the side of the Philippine Army. But at this point, parang less risk is what they're going for. Basta kailangan, I guess at this point, pumasok yung bola. But Coach Timmy not happy with that.
Also first ball, a little bit more shaky here for Ateneo. Labide, perfect pass. Medina hammers it, but Ateneo was there. Ramirez finds Enciso on the right this time. Puts it down, gets the point. 7-2 ang talaan. Lumalayo na ang Philippine Army. Here in set number 5, Timmy Santo Tomas, Coach Timmy Santo Tomas trying to find a solution here. But first ball, a little bit difficult for Ateneo. Nice hustle there. Ramirez says, ako na ang mag-over. Gutierrez looks for Gopio, but a miscommunication here. Eight serving 2. That just means it's time for a court switch here. Once again, a steep hill to climb para sa ating Ateneo Fudgee Barr.
Not very easy actually, no? The 5th set, always, of course, again, paulit-ulit tayo. It's such a short set. The luxury of catching up is not the same, of course, as the previous set. So dito talaga unahan.
You got Medina and Villonson on your screens. Lance De Castro, libero, captain of the Blue Eagles. That's Taneo on your screens. Currently in the back row. That means Batas is in front. Let's see how many points they can wind up here in this sequence. Better pass from De Castro. Ooh. But Gopio chooses to push it. Too soft on that last touch.
Seems like nothing is just really going their way. It's error after error here for Ateneo.
I mean, it was a better pass. Definitely could have activated the middle there. But since dalawa nga lang ang mamamalo nitong Ateneo, blockers were already established. So this time, Batas wanted it and converted that point. Three serving 9. Still alive here, Ateneo. Again, Batas. Ramirez finds Medina. Medyo nanggigil. Iwas na iwas sa blockers.
Walang-wala ang touch.
4 serving 9 this time. Ateneo slowly catching up. Slow and steady is the way, as they say. Ramirez to Enciso, but finding that space above his blockers. Double sub here para sa Army. Enciso and Ramirez out. De Pamaylo and Abdul Majid in. Para tatlo ang spikers in front. Maximizing the attack opportunity here para sa Army Troopers. De Pamaylo with that serve. Ooh! Missed touch there, but was still alive. Lance pushes it. By King was there. Labide, Villonson rather. From the middle this time.
Everyone getting into the action on the side of the Philippine Army.
Definitely. Papatawag ng timeout. Coach Timmy Santo Tomas.
Diba? Huwag ka mag-doubt sa nababasa mo. Talunan mo ng talunan. Ay, nako. Kaya sinasabi sa inyo kapag half-hearted yung ginagawa ninyo, wala talaga kayong mahuhuli. Nakapag-commit ka na dun eh. Hindi talunan mo na ng maayos. Kesa yung magpapadelay ka pa, tapos wala na pagkakari ng bola. Okay? Hey, isang magandang receive.
Zian Ann Wewe Medina told Coach Melvin, Coach, ako na pabawi ng isa, kaya naman he scored that last point, last fourth set with laser-eyed focus. Coach Melvin Carolina reminded the Army Troopers that this last set, they shall see to it that they can finish strong and fast and show who they are as veterans to end their long night. You're talking about Mark Enciso igniting as Coach Melvin instructed. Is he the winner of the Pilipinas Live app? Well, let's find out later on and get back to set 5.
Here we go, set 5, right in the middle of things of that rally, but good timeout. This time, Gopio smashes it down. Sabi nga ni Coach Timmy, talunan mo ng talunan. Don't do things half-heartedly.
And yun yung sinabi rin niya, no, kung ginawa mo na, commit to it already. But I guess, you know, again, on the part of the Philippine Army, it gets quite intimidating as well.
For sure. Ooh, just like that. Intimidating in the sense like, look at De Guzman being your blocker. The tallest of the Blue Eagles here inside the court.
Height at the net.
Still in the game. Service. Blue Eagles. De Pamaylo pushes it to Medina. Successful at that attack. Closer and closer to winning this match here. 3 points away.
Whoever wins today's match, I mean, currently they're at a 1-1 win-loss record, will tie it with Perpetual. With a 2-1 win-loss record. Again, a lot is at stake because we're only looking for the top 2 per pool. And they will be the ones who will cross over with the top 2 as well from, this is Pool A, so they will go up against the top 2 from Pool B in the quarterfinals.
So every match counts. Kaya talagang inilaban na rin itong Army even if they were 2 sets down. Medina with that first ball sets it to Villonson but rejected. De Pamaylo pushes it to Labide this time. Akari not expecting that because he has been smashing every ball set to him. Blue Eagles not anticipating that ball. Villonson to serve. Oof. Luxury that they can have so far. 5 points up pa rin ang inyong Philippine Army Troopers. Opportunity here for Ateneo. You got Ateneo to serve.
Kargadong serve, yan ang hinihingi ni Coach Timmy earlier.
There you go.
Exactly what we got. Yes, hindi ko na jinx. Normally, when we say these things, nagkakaroon ng error. Happy to say.
This case, it's not that. Timeout. Philippine Army.
Ha? Go for last tayo. Go for last. Ha? Go for last tayo. Ha? First ball muna. First ball. First ball. First ball muna. First ball. First ball. Ha? First ball. Go tayo, we. Bawi tayo. Bawi tayo. Sa akin yung Kevin, pasok na tayo. Sa akin tayo.
Walang relax na, tapos tayo. Walang relax.
Go tayo. One good receive.
Army!
Time out there since Ateneo has been getting their own little runs here in set number 5. Especially service ace. Pero parang medyo nakakabasag kumpiyansa din kasi pag na-aisan ka.
Oo. Yung, in that case, nandun pa siya.
Right.
He was right there. Well, let's see this time around if they can get a better first ball.
Good serve still from Ateneo. De Castro was there. Licauco chooses De Guzman. Dump ball. I mean, De Guzman has the height. He has the advantage in that last sequence. Let's take a look at that again. A swift dink there. Back-to-back points para sa Ateneo.
And he also had a great view
Yeah.
of that middle area na butas on the side of the Philippine Army. Alam mo, sino man manalo sa game na to, ang sarap ng kain nila
Oh,
mamaya.
yes. Oh, my goodness. Especially yung mga lalaki pa to. Mga to.
5 sets.
Labide. Ooh. Even the blockers are present there for Ateneo. Still manages to get the point. Far from over. Ramirez this time suiting up to serve. De Guzman rejected and a block point and the match point para sa Army, winning this match in 5 grueling sets, 15 to 10 para sa set number 5.
This is experience brought to you by the Philippine Army.
That's it. A win for your Philippine Army Troopers. Will be back.
Good evening, volleyball fans. Live from Paco Arena, Manila. We are just at the third game of our Sunday quadruple header. And just right now, the Philippine Army Troopers dominated Ateneo Fudgee Barr in 5 grueling sets. And with me is player of the game, none other than Wewe Medina. Congratulations with 24 points, 19 attacks, 2 blocks, and 3 aces. Wewe, your team was down 2 sets. At what moment in time did it shift from chasing to dominating?
Simula nung first and second set, naglalaro lang kami, lumalaban kami hanggang uli. Yun nga kasi important tong game na to sa amin. And ayun, hanggang na-lesson namin yung error, ayun, namin yung system na workout namin.
At kita nga namin na nakapag-regroup kayo mid-game. And with that, gano'n ka-importante yung sinabi ni Coach Melvin Carolino na kailangan yung bumalik sa basics at the end of the game. And at the same time, kailangan din maalala niyo yung experience sa paglalaro ng volleyball.
Ayun, isang syempre, advantage namin dyan yung experience kasi syempre mga college players yan. Yun lang syempre ang mindset namin, hindi kami pwede magpatalo sa mga bata. And yun.
Thank you very much. And with that, congratulations again, Philippine Army Troopers. One last game ahead. It's MKA Sanbeda versus DLSU Eco Oil.
Thank you for that, Ai, and congratulations to our Philippine Army Troopers. Talagang push their way into a 5-set reverse sweep. What do you call it? Reverse comeback?
Oh, and it was a well-deserved win. Diba?
Yeah,
they were able to turn things around,
definitely.
winning the third, fourth, and fifth set convincingly.
Yes, for sure. And as we take a look at that set 5 highlights, what did they do right this time?
I think they really took matters into their own hands. They did not only minimize their errors, we're talking about Philippine Army, but also yung kanilang opensa was still on point as we look at the stats for the 5th set. Lamang pa rin pagdating sa kanilang offense, but lamang pa rin pagdating sa kanilang atake. And blocking was also very instrumental in that 5th set.
Look at that,
5 block
5-0.
points.
Yeah, definitely. And making more attacks as well. Overall, the confidence was definitely on the side of Philippine Army at that tail end. Kasi yun nga, kung may experience ka tapos ramdam mo na, I feel like there's little room for doubt na talaga, especially with a veteran like an Army Trooper. But stay tuned because in just a bit, you can witness the last match for this quadruple Sunday of your Spikers Turf Invitational Conference between MKA Sanbeda and LaSalle Eco Oil. Thank you so much for joining us here via Pilipinas Live or One Sports. This has been Zier Basho, Ivy Rimulya, and Rimulya Kanda. Rather, Ivy was in the last game. And Alexis Tinsay, thank you and see you soon.